Hey friends, happy Monday. It is the first Monday after spring forward. Hopefully you survive that. It is not easy waking up at a time where your body feels like it's an hour earlier. And Monday's always the hardest. But we're getting through this together, bags under our eyes nonetheless. If you have small kids, I'm really sorry for you. I wanted to share with you today something that I shared with my friends on Facebook. I made a video just for my friends 5 days ago, and they have responded extremely positively. I'm flattered, I'm thrilled, and it is time to share this with you. What is it? Well, basically it's me asking for your help. An election campaign means that the candidate needs to spread their message. That's the first thing is, it's really important for the candidate. It's incumbent on the candidate to get out there, and that's why I'm knocking on doors. That's the thing that I can start doing right away. But it also means that the electorate, people who are going to vote, need to know who their candidates are. And so you've got that balance of the candidate getting out there, spreading their message, whatever it may be. And as you know by now, if you've been watching this, Build Up St. Stephen is it's what I want to do, but it's also my belief in what needs to be done. So in some ways, it is a campaign message, but it will be also a mayoral promise and a way that I will lead this council to be building up a home that we're proud of and sharing an action plan as we build through policy, through bylaws, through resolution, the people and the places so that we can profit together. And I've been talking about that, and there's more of that to come. But in order to share that message, really brass tacks here, real talk, as the kids say. My kids always cringe when I say anything that the kids say, or even when I say as the kids say. I need your help. I need your donations to purchase postcards and signs. I want to be as specific as I can get when it comes to exactly what I need. And I want to basically model the kind of mayor that I would be, which is every dollar is accounted for and explained with transparency. So what am I asking for? I'm not just asking for donations. How much of a haul can I bring in? I want to tell you exactly what I need. Now, the number that I told my friends on Facebook 5 days ago was $2,737. $2,737 is the exact amount of money that I need for what I consider to be a well-rounded campaign where I'm getting the word out about Build Up St. Stephen, who I am, my priorities, my commitments, my action plan. I want as many people in the municipality to know that. And I want people to be informed when they go to the polls and make a decision about who will lead and serve them best as their representatives, stewarding their tax dollars for the next 4 years. So what that means is I have been to St. Croix Printing, and I have purchased my first 1,000 postcards. That's why I'm physically holding these and waving them around, and I've been knocking on doors and putting these in mailboxes and handing them to folks. But I am in $239.20. I went ahead and I purchased the first 1,000 postcards myself. So again, $239.20. They're really great people at St. Croix Printing and Signs. Can't recommend them enough. So thank you to Randy. And if you need anything printed or any signs done, if you're a candidate, make sure you go through that local business that serves us so well. So that is $239. Now, if you go to my website, buildupststephen.ca, you will see the breakdown of exactly what I need and exactly how much it costs. Again, these are quotes from St. Croix Printing and Signs, and I'm just going to share them with you because, as I said, $2,737 is the number that I need. So to sum it up here, in terms of the quote, and this is all on the website. If you could just go to my homepage, scroll down, you'll see my PayPal donation link, and I'd really appreciate your help. But basically, the quote that I got is 2,000 postcards will cost $478.40, right? Because $239.20 times 2. I've already purchased 1,000, but I plan to get there and knock on a lot of doors, talk to as many residents as I can, and of course, the closer we get to the election day, which is May 11th, if I find that I'm running out of time to get all the doors and talk to everybody, I will just be firing them in mailboxes. As if you see a streak go by and then you notice something in your mailbox, you'll know, okay, that was Mark. So I'm hoping to purchase 2,000 of these. I've made the first 1,000 purchase, but it'll be $478.40. Now, I also want signs throughout the community, 4x8 signs, the kind that, at election time you see at the roundabout in St. Stephen. But I also want to make sure I get out to the rural areas. That's why I started door knocking, and love talking to our rural residents who in some cases feel like, they were dragged into the municipality against their will with provincial amalgamation regulations. So we really want to respect the rural councillors and the rural ward, and there will be 3 rural councillors at the table and 3 urban ward councillors at the table in the new council. So it'll be that 50-50 split as we work towards, sharing our mutual interests, but also our distinct interests in making sure tax rates, mill rates, as we call them, are fair and equitable and all that kind of thing. So I would like to purchase 10 4x8 election signs to put up through the municipality. Now, again, on the website I have here, the quote from St. Croix Printing and Signs for that is $978.65. So this is all including tax. Those are about $98 each for each sign. And I think I can get the wood on a loan. So we'll just leave those costs out. This is just for postcards and signs. Now, when it comes time to getting closer to the election, maybe like starting in April-ish, we will want to see folks putting up lawn signs. I would really appreciate if anyone who is supporting me, intending to vote for me, puts a lawn sign up. But lawn signs will cost about $26 each. You need to order them by 50, 100, by bulk units like that. And so 50 lawn signs will cost $1,279.95. Okay, so that just to review the math there together, and I'm being conservative, 50 lawn signs. If we can raise more, then we can get more signs out, that's fine. But I think 50 is a reasonable start and something reasonable to shoot for. So $478.40 for 2,000 postcards, and 50 lawn signs, $1,279.95 for 50 lawn signs, and then 10 4x8 election poster size signs. That's $978.65. So that comes to a total of, yes, exactly, and I was quite surprised, that nice round number, $2,337. Not 2,300, although I do have news that will amend this number, $2,737, $2,737. Now, over the last 5 days, my friends have donated together a total of $375. So thank you so much to Mark and to Sabra and to Allie and to Emily and Virginia and Dawn and my friend Brent. They individually gave me money here and there through this portal, although I did get one donation of $100 cash, so you're not going to see that reflected here. But that so when you go to my donation page, you will see the total raised, and it's going to say $275 raised out of the goal of $2,737. But of course, I did get a $100 cash donation, so thank you for that. And that puts us at 23. Our new goal now to raise is $2,300.62. So I know this is, sometimes people feel like, oh man, why do we have to, help an election candidate? Well, like I said, getting the word out there costs money. But I want to be very precise about like a reasonable ask and exactly how much things cost. Again, this is going to a local business, so thanks for that to St. Croix Printing and Signs. Fun fact, local elections are not considered a charitable donation, like a charity, right? Like a political party. Mark Rollo is not a political party. I'm a political candidate, but I don't have a charitable donation status or anything like that. So when you donate, it really is an altruistic act. It is an investment in the person that you want to see serving as your mayor or your councillor. I know money is tight these days, but I really appreciate your vote, your spreading the word. If you would like to help me put some of these indoors, I would appreciate that, because, you know, just one guy getting around to between 2,000 and 3,000 households is quite a tough order. I'm going out there again today. I like to get in conversations with people because, and so of course that means I'm going to hit less doors when I'm having great conversations, and there's different philosophies around that. Just stick the thing in the door and move on. But no, I am going to ask you a question when I see you at your door, and it's going to be, what's one thing you'd like to see improved in St. Stephen? And so I have heard things so far in the rural areas, specifically about plowing styles and garbage styles and that kind of thing. And again, that's the really incredible staff that serves our community. And when you have concerns like that, you need to be able to call a counselor, or, you know, even more ideally, you would be able to get through to staff very easily. A lot of folks are not aware of our municipal website or how to navigate that necessarily. And so again, that's one of the things that I talk about, is not just the need for transparency, but real clarity. When a resident needs something, they should know exactly where to go, the website URL, and how to navigate to a place where they can get through to a staff member to talk and ask them about specifically the thing they are wondering about. So anyway, that's all on the other side of the election. I'm excited to serve as your mayor. Please help me get there. I really do need your financial support, and I'm talking $5 is not insignificant. $10 is not insignificant. If you think, well, I would only go on that page and chip in $5, that is how we are going to get over this line. $5 at a time, $10 at a time, whatever you have to help me purchase these signs. And I bring this up today for a couple reasons. Firstly, I want to give you shoot a video about the Committee of the Whole meeting this Wednesday. There is a council meeting this Wednesday, and I'm waiting for the agenda to drop. Which it has not yet, but as I said, as mayor, I want to, before and after every Committee of the Whole meeting and every council meeting, I want to shoot a video like this in plain language to say, here's what's on our agenda and why, and here's what we're thinking. And then afterwards, here's what's on the agenda and why, and what happened and what was voted on. So I'm doing that now, just to say, here's what the council appears to be doing, here's some perspective on it, as much as I can as a resident and someone who's kind of like on the outside of that right now. But I'm also bringing it up because 2 weeks from today, this is that document that I was mentioning last week, and I do plan to continue to go through this. But 2 weeks from today, today's the magic date. Well, I guess that the magic date is going to be March 23rd. But 2 weeks from today is when, I mean, they call it they will publish the notice of the election. In common parlance, it's like the writ drops. So that's when the election officially starts. I will be there at the returning office with my nomination paper. Fun fact, you can vote that day if you write your, when the returning office is open, and it'll be right here in downtown St. Stephen. You can actually vote right away, but you have to physically write your candidate's name in, and you have to spell it properly. So with a last name spelled like mine, I'm actually not going to encourage that. You will have early polling dates and then, of course, election day. But I will be there on the 23rd to submit my nomination papers. And that is, of course, also when you can start erecting signs. And so St. Croix Printing and Signs has told me they'd like 1 week notice to get the design, to get the order, and then get those printed. And then I have to find a trailer and some wood and stuff and start putting up my signs. So you will see me 2 weeks from today pounding stakes into the ground and putting signs up. I could use help with that too. But right now, because we're 2 weeks out, I really want to make that sign order. So if you can help me with that $27.37, which was the total, like I said, now it's $23.62. Every dollar helps for me to spread the word. Tell your family, tell your friends about this as well. Spread this channel wherever you're watching this. Share the website, buildupststephen.ca. I'm doing lots of exciting research about, just towns and municipalities and things that are happening and ways that we can tackle our challenges. I'm so optimistic about our future, and I want to be a part of it as your mayor. And I thank you for helping me, for your support. Like I say, it's purely altruistic. It's an investment in your future through me, and I'm humbled by that, and I'm so grateful for that. So check it all out, buildupststephen.ca. That's where you'll find the donation link. Also in the description of this video, I'll put it there. Have a great rest of your Monday. Catch some more Z's. Tomorrow you'll feel better than today, likely, and I'll see you at your door soon. Take care of yourself and your neighbor, and let's build up St. Stephen together. Cheers.